Hello, grade two. Happy Monday. I hope that you all had a lovely weekend and got some chance to rest and relax and enjoy yourselves. It is Monday, and that means that it's time for some more maths class together. This week, I'm not going to give you any maths homework. I'm just going to give you some science homework. So all I want you to do with this video today is just learn and listen and watch, and we can practice together. Last week, do you remember Miss Karpati came and she joined us when we were making some color and some shape patterns? Well, this week we're going to be going back to some number patterns. We've been looking at different types of number patterns, some increasing number patterns and some decreasing number patterns. But you can see these ones here on your screen, they're not quite as normal as we've been looking at. Each time we've been looking at number patterns, we've been following the same rule each time. Well, today, you've guessed it, we're looking back at some tricky number patterns together. That means that they don't always follow the same rule all the time. We're going to be reviewing some tricky number patterns today, and then at the end, we're going to play a little game together. But don't worry, there's no homework for you to work on with the tricky number patterns for this week. So just let's practice together. So as we have seen before, some number patterns use some more complicated rules. That means that they don't always follow the same rule each time. With number patterns before, we've seen that maybe they're increasing by +2, +2, +2. They always follow the same rule. With the tricky number patterns, sometimes they jump up in different ways. We've touched on this before, and we're going to have another look at it again today. Let's have a quick look at some of these tricky number patterns then. Now, always with number patterns, we have to find the rule. Now, what we can then do with that rule is once we've learnt it, we can then see what happens next in the pattern. Remember, the correct name for a pattern of numbers is called a sequence. The first number in a sequence is what we call the first term. The second number is called the second term, and so on, which would mean the third number would be the third term, and the fourth number would be the fourth term. Now, for all number patterns, like we've been practicing all of this time before across this whole month, it's very, very, very important to try and spot what's happening before we can predict the next number. What we need to do is have a look at the first and the second number and then see if we can work out the rule based on how many they jump. Sometimes it's not very possible to do that, so we need to look for the fourth or the fifth numbers. Looking across all of our number line, what we can do is work out the rule for each pattern. Let's have a go at some of these today. So, here's a number pattern. What do we think the rule could be for the number pattern? Remember, it's always important to figure out the rule so that we can work out the next number. Here we have 2 and 4. What could the next number be? Do we think it will be 5 or 6? Well, what we're doing is actually we're doubling each of these numbers. So we've gone from 2 to 4, and then obviously double 4 is 8. Do you think that it was going to be 6? That would be counting in twos. But what we're doing for each of these numbers is that we're doubling the previous number before. Okay, let's have a quick game. Okay, so if you click on this link here, what you can do is we can play this game together and you can play it on your own as well at home. I'm going to click on the full screen here and we're going to be ordering today. So I think we're going to do, we'll do increasing number patterns today, 0 to 100. So what do we think would come next? From 0 we're starting, and we've got 100 at the end. I would say we're going for 20. That's going to come next. What would come next? 50 and 60 and 70. Let's check this one. That's right, well done. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Again, we're starting at 0, so we're going to be doing increasing number patterns. 20. What would come next? 60, that's right. 70 and 90. Let's check that one, shall we? Congratulations, all done. Let's do one more and then we'll move on. So we're starting at 0 again. Let's order some of these correct numbers. 60, that would come next. Then 70, 80, and 90 before we get to 100. Let's check that one more. Excellent. Congratulations. You can continue to play this game. Just click on the link in the video. But for now, let's keep working on some of the different tricky number patterns. Let's try another tricky number pattern. Remember, we always need to find the rule so that we can work out what's happening, so that we can continue to extend the number pattern together. So we have here 3, 6, 12, 24, 48. Now we've got lots of big jumps here. Can you work out what the rule for this one would be? Well, as you can see, what we're doing is we're doubling one more time. So what do you think the next number would be after 48? What is 48 plus 48? It would be 96. As we can see, the rule that we've been working on for each of these number patterns is doubling. Doubling means that we're adding the same amount each time. So what do you think would come next after 96? Okay, so let's have a quick look at what's happening from term 1. We started at 3. We've multiplied by 2, or doubled, which means we land on 6. If we keep doing this, what we're doing is doubling each time. So from 3, we jump to 6, 6, we jump to 12, 12, we jump to 24. As you can see in the next part of the number pattern, double 24 would be 48. After this, we would jump all the way up to 96. What do you think that we would have if we continued this number pattern? Can we try some of our own now? What I'd like you to do is take a pencil and a piece of paper, and I'd like you to try and work out some of these different tricky number patterns that you can see in front of you. What do you think the rule would be for each one of these? We've got 4 tricky number patterns here. What I'd like you to do is just work out the next 2 numbers that would come in each of these sequences. Write that down on a piece of paper. Good luck. You can either take a photo and send it to me, or you can put it into your blue binder. Again, this isn't homework. This is just a little bit of practice for you. Good luck, everybody. Okay, here we have one more game. So what I'd like you to do is click on this link that we can see here, and we can go over to this game here. If you want to go and practice and play this game on your own as well, that's absolutely fine. What we need to do here is help the yellow superhero win the race. I'm going to click on full screen here, and what we need to do is work out what numbers would come next in our number pattern. So we're starting at 3, but then we've got a missing gap. What do you think we would do for the next number? What we can do is work out how many we jump from 9 to 12. That will give us our rule. 9, 10, 11, 12, which means it's 3. And again here, we've got 3, so 3 more than 21 would be 24. There we are. Let's go to the next one. So 2, 3, 4. I think it's a bit tricky. Let's have a look. 6, 7, 8, which means it's 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. And 12 plus 2 is 14. Ta-da! Let's try one more together. We can't work out what the first one is until we look at the second and the third one. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, which means it's plus 7. Let's put this one here. And 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Oh, we're just out of time. How did you get on with those ones? Could you figure it out? Why don't you play this game at home on your own together? Enjoy! Okay, everybody, that's it for today. Thank you very, very, very much for listening so nicely. I hope that you've been able to practice some of those tricky number patterns together and you're able to figure out some of those rules. Keep practicing and good luck. Enjoy the games that I've shown you and you can keep practicing together. Okay, I'll see you all tomorrow for our live Zoom chat. Good luck with your work today, everybody. Grade 2. Okay, bye-bye for now.